Hey guys, Cookie and Swanee here with yet another podcast. Today we're going to take a more broad look at a more broad topic than just focusing in on one video game. We're going to talk about a major trend that has been going on in video games, and unless you live under a rock or don't care about video games at all, you've probably heard about it. It's called Battle Royale. It has been ridiculously huge in the last year thanks to the games PUBG and Fortnite, but now Battle Royale is making its way into more AAA titles like Call of Duty and Battlefield. So, we're going to talk about whether that's a bad thing, whether it's a good thing, whether it really doesn't matter at all, and break it all down for you in this podcast. So, Swanee, first impressions of the idea of Battlefield and Call of Duty joining the Battle Royale thing. Is it bad for video games? Does it matter? Or is this actually a positive thing for video games to start doing?
It's obviously going to oversaturate the Battle Royale mode, which, depending on if you love Battle Royale or not, could be a good thing or bad thing. I don't think Call of Duty is going about it the right way. Because they're getting rid of their campaign. Their big reveal was Battle Royale mode and zombies, and that's their focus: multiplayer, zombies, and Battle Royale. And then Battlefield comes out, and they have a campaign, they have multiplayer, and they have Battle Royale. They just threw that in there too. The difference is Battlefield isn't having a premium pass or loot boxes. But with Call of Duty, the only way that you can get DLC is if you buy the season pass. So you can't buy any individual DLC or whatever. And you can't buy the season pass separately as of right now. Like that'll probably change. But the only way you can get the season pass is if you buy the special edition of Call of Duty. So you either have to spend however much it is for the special edition, probably $100. So you either spend $100 to get the DLC, or you just spend $60 and you get the base game. I mean, I don't know for sure if it's $100, but you have to spend extra regardless. But with Battlefield, you just get all that stuff. Base game. You get Battle Royale, you get multiplayer, you get campaign. So I have no idea what Call of Duty's trying to do. It just doesn't make
Call
any
of
sense.
Duty, I also think they're marketing Battle Royale the wrong way. I like what Battlefield did with the marketing of Battle Royale. They talked about their game first and Battle Royale second. Like, Battle Royale was their bonus. They're like, hey, we're also going to have a Battle Royale. That's kind of cool. As the bonus, not as the focus of the game. What I like about what Battlefield at least looks like they're doing is they still have Battlefield 5 being a Battlefield game. Still got a campaign, still got its multiplayer as always, still incorporates the things about Battlefield that people have loved for years, and it's just going to add on Battle Royale as an added bonus this time around. I think that's the way to do it. It's good to have it as an option. I think it's fun. I've enjoyed playing Battle Royale games. Obviously, a lot of other people have too. And I think Battlefield, since with their destructible environments and the way they incorporate vehicles and stuff, could be really interesting to see how they approach a Battle Royale game. For Call of Duty, they don't do that stuff as much. And if they're getting rid of their campaigns and Battle Royale is your focus, I think that's a mistake, because Fortnite, you might say, well, obviously Fortnite, their Battle Royale is their focus. Fortnite's free. So Fortnite can have Battle Royale be their focus, and that be all they offer, and that's fine, because they're free. Call of Duty's far from free. So if Battle Royale is their big thing, the same as Fortnite, why the hell would you pay the money for Call of Duty's Battle Royale? You just play Fortnite's Battle Royale. It's going to have more players. It'll be easier to find lobbies. I mean, Call of Duty is not going about this the right way.
With Battlegrounds, it's $30, I think. At least it was $30.
It's $30. Unless they've raised the price, but it was $30.
But like, it's going to be weird seeing, because Call of Duty is only first person. So it'll be like a huge AAA game everybody's used to, only in first person, and then it also depends on how big the servers are. Like, because Call of Duty doesn't have huge maps like Fortnite or Battlegrounds or Battlefield. It could work for Battlefield. Battlefield's known for having these big maps. They just make a big map
player
and
bases.
Throw everybody in.
Because they have like 20v20 modes already, so that's already half as big as Battle Royales. Call of Duty doesn't even do that.
Call of Duty's biggest matches are what? 20.
I think it's like 12v12
or 12v12. They're really small lobbies.
I was going to say
small
20v20 is about as big as Battlefield.
So
but, yeah,
unless
I think
they
it's
just
like
do it,
12v12.
they do it on a smaller scale, like Battle Royale, 25 people going at it.
Ew,
But the matches
that's not
would be,
going to appeal.
they'd be really fast matches.
Yeah, that's
So-
not going to appeal because that's not what Fortnite does. So, like, that would not work at all. If it has to at least be 100, or people are not going to be that interested in that.
Well, they'd have to have a
That's
huge map. Can Call of Duty
Yeah.
pull that off?
It's not something they've done before. So, I mean, Call of Duty's already like, I mean, Call of Duty will get sales because they're Call of Duty. So I'm not going to say that Call of Duty's going to lose so much money here. But I do think they're going to lose to Battlefield. Overall, I think Battlefield's going to win this.
It's way
fall,
more
I
bang for
guess
your
you
buck
could
with
say.
Battlefield. Especially
Yeah,
since
and
they
with
haven't
Battlefield-
announced their season pass being locked behind anything.
Yeah, plus don't forget that the sequels to these games, or the prequels, I guess, but the games before this, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1, or excuse me, Call of Duty World War II and Battlefield 1, people much preferred Battlefield 1. It was pretty dominant. So Battlefield's already coming in with a little more good press just from that. But I think as far as Battle Royales in general, I mean, do you think this is bad that video games do this? Do you think this is going to get really annoying? Do you think this is going to kill Battle Royales overall?
Yeah, I think people are going to get tired of it. It'll be a new, interesting thing to play it for these games. But I think after they get their hands on like Call of Duty and they get their hands on Battlefield, plus, I mean, so these two enter, and they're the big top dogs. And then we also have Fortnite, and Fortnite isn't going to really lose traction because it's free, and it's huge. It's the #1 game in the world. I think people are going to start getting tired of it. And I don't think,
Well, I mean,
why do people spend $60 when they, like you said, you could play for free for Fortnite?
Yeah, and also keep in mind, I don't necessarily think, like, people always get tired of it, but is it going to, like, completely go away at some point? Or is this
I
just going to
think
be
it
a
will
thing that
eventually.
just becomes its own game mode? Like, people just always play this forever as long as it keeps progressing and changing throughout, like, obviously maps, weapons, different things you can do to keep
I
evolving.
don't think so, because it takes a lot of work. Like, they have to put a lot of time and effort for a Battle Royale game mode, because they have to make a map that fits the size. Like, it's not like free-for-all or capture the flag, where you can just make it for any map that's currently existing in the build of your game, or team deathmatch. This, you have to make a map that fits the size of all those players, and you have to have a server that can hold all those people. Which is, I mean, they have to go in balls to the walls. Whatever game company makes this, that kind of has to be one of their focuses, because it takes so much resources to make that work. So,
Oh, yeah, servers above all. That's one thing Fortnite does an unbelievable job of, is you don't have to wait. It takes a very short wait time to get into a Fortnite match, partly
Plus,
because there's so many
these
people playing
games
it.
have to, if you have a Battle Royale mode, you have to have constant updates. Like Fortnite does. They update every single week. And if there's a bug, they get it fixed instantly. I mean, I don't know how DICE is, but they don't do a very good job with Battlefront. Hopefully, I mean, if they have a Battle Royale, they have to do updates. They can't pull what Battlefront does and have a patch once a month. That's not going to cut
That's
it.
not going to work. Yeah, that's definitely not going to work. I think like that's an important part of it. And also you have to keep in mind the esports part of Battle Royale, which is really interesting because it's a growing, obviously with Ninja and Myth and everybody else and the whole Fortnite crew and everything. That's becoming more and more of a legitimate thing, that esports might become a very, very, I mean, it's already bigger than people think it is. I mean, it's a much bigger deal than I think people realize. I could get a lot bigger. And if competitive Fortnite becomes a big thing, obviously Battlefield and Call of Duty will try to get into that. I mean, Call of Duty is already into esports, obviously, but this could be their big, okay, now we're going to try and launch a Call of Duty league and stuff and try to get behind YouTube personalities and make a big esports kind of pitch. And I see, because my opinion is I don't think Fortnite's dying anytime soon. I think Fortnite's going to go for a long time. I think they've done an excellent job of setting that up, and they've put it in a place where, unless they royally screw it up by doing something dumb, they're going to go for a really long time.
Plus, if
I
they
think
release a
PUBG's
second map, that's going to bring a lot of people to play Fortnite again.
Yeah. Now, PUBG, I think, is doomed because, for one, they're not free. And they're going to be doing something that Battlefield just does better. And Call of Duty does better. So I don't know how they're going to survive.
Yeah,
maybe they will.
agree.
Maybe they... I mean,
I don't
they're
like their
big,
odds.
but I don't see why people would keep playing PUBG
Plus,
and
the
not switch
graphics
to
aren't as
Battlefield or
good
Call of Duty.
as like Battlefield or Call of Duty.
Not even close. I mean, that's why I could not see why they do it. The gameplay is going to be better. I assume the maps are going to be better. I mean, I guess time will tell. But I would imagine Battlefield and Call of Duty can do it much better. So I don't see how PUBG survives. But I don't think Fortnite's potentially ever going to die unless they screw something up, which they might. Game companies love doing that at some point and ruining their game. But I guess my overall opinion of the whole Battle Royale thing is, if it's not the focus of the game, if you're on Battlefield or Call of Duty, I think it's perfectly fine. It's great to add something in as a extra on top of the game, just to throw it in there, give people something else to do. It's obviously something people enjoy. I'm excited for it, but I like how Battlefield's approaching it as opposed to how Call of Duty's approaching it, because it's just a bonus on their game. I think that's the way to do it.
Feel like you're getting your money's worth paying $60 to get Battlefield compared to $60 and you only get what you're getting from Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think that the way Battlefield is doing it is just the right way to do it, as opposed to Call of Duty. The fact that Call of Duty is not keeping in a campaign, I think, is just bonkers. I mean, I get that there's not as much money in the campaign, but like people do still enjoy the Call of Duty campaigns. I know they're much shorter, obviously, but there's still a lot to get out of that. And to get rid of that entirely, it just looks lazy. And when Battlefield's still going to do a campaign type thing, and they're still going to have their same normal stuff, they're just adding Battle Royale along with it. That fans will notice that and take and say obviously that's a big deal to them. So I'm perfectly fine with Battle Royales overall. I like that it's still going. I don't think it's necessarily going to die. They just have to keep evolving it. Like all these different games that try it, they're going to have to keep evolving it and keep adding to it and making it better and better. But, I mean, it's something that could go on for a long time. I've never seen a trend in video games get this big as it's gotten with Fortnite and PUBG. It's been over a year since this got started, really, with the whole PUBG thing. And Fortnite blew it out of proportion. So now we're where we are now. I think Battle Royales could last a really long time, and I'm perfectly fine with that, honestly.
Yeah. Well, let us know down in the comments, guys. Do you think Battle Royale's going anywhere? Do you think it's here to stay? Let us know in the comments. If you made it this far into the video, make sure you slap a like. Check out another video, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
We would be honored if you would join us. You cannot resist